When stars come out and skies grow deep, God's love will guard you while you sleep. Be kind to friends both near and far. He sees your heart just as you are. Be humble, gentle, true, and kind, with tender care and peace in mind. When someone cries, don't snort their hair. That's what the Lord will is near. Be brave, his voice both night and day. He'll guide your heart along his way. When morning kindness show in aught and do, for hearts that shine with faith and love, bring joy to God in heaven above. When stars come out and skies grow deep, God's love will guard you while you sleep. Be brave and strong when storms appear. That's what the Lord will on his stand. For God is close, his light and day. He'll guide your heart along and day. He'll guide your heart along his way. When morning comes, rise both night and love, bring joy to God in heaven above. When morning comes, rise bright and new. Let kindness show in all you do. For hearts that shine with faith and love, bring joy to God in heaven above. And above.
Ollie the Bear and the Bullies in the Woods.
Ollie the Bear loved berry picking more than anything. He enjoyed the quiet rustle of leaves and the sweet scent of ripe, juicy berries. His favorite spot was a clearing deep in the whispering woods, where the sun always seemed to shine brightest. It was full of plump, red berries. Ollie would hum a happy tune as he carefully placed each perfect berry into his woven basket. His heart felt as full as his basket. But his peace was often disturbed by a group of noisy raccoons. They were known throughout the forest for their boisterous ways. These raccoons would swoop into the clearing with loud chatter and playful shoves, making a big commotion wherever they went. Without a second thought, they would push Ollie aside, scattering his patiently gathered berries. They would then claim the best spots for themselves. Ollie would sigh, his shoulders slumping. He felt a mix of sadness and frustration as he watched them take over his peaceful patch. He would quietly gather the scattered berries, his hum long gone, and slowly retreat from the clearing, leaving the best berries to them. This happened many times. Ollie often wondered why they could not just share, or be a little kinder to others. He felt hurt, but he remembered his mother's words. Ollie, remember to be kind and compassionate, even when others are not. He thought about the important lesson from the big book in the forest library. about forgiving others just as he was forgiven for his own mistakes. One particularly chilly and rainy afternoon, the kind of day that made you want to stay tucked inside, Ollie went out. He was carefully picking berries in a hidden, sheltered nook. This spot was secret and safe from the wind and rain. Suddenly, he heard faint sniffles and shivers coming from deeper within the woods. It sounded like someone was very cold and sad. With his heart thumping a little, Ollie cautiously followed the sounds, clutching his berry basket tightly as he ventured further into the gloomy forest. There, huddled under a dripping fir tree, he found the group of raccoon bullies. They were shivering miserably, their fur matted with rain. They looked so small and helpless, their usual noisy swagger replaced by quiet whimpers. They were clearly cold and very hungry. Their sleek fur was now dull and plastered to their bodies, and their bright, mischievous eyes looked tearful and sad, full of despair. Ollie remembered all the times they had pushed him, scattered his berries, and made him feel unwelcome. He felt a pang of old hurt. But then, a warm feeling spread through his chest. It was a small, quiet voice reminding him of compassion, even for those who had wronged him. Taking a deep breath, Ollie approached them slowly, making sure not to startle them. He did not want to add to their fear. "Are you okay?" he asked softly, his voice gentle and warm, a stark contrast to the cold, wet air around them. The raccoons looked up, startled and surprised. They expected anger, not kindness, from the bear they had always teased. Without a moment's hesitation, Ollie held out his basket, brimming with the fresh, juicy berries he had just picked. "Please, take some," he offered. "And my cave is warm and dry," he added, gesturing towards the direction he had come from. "You can come and shelter there for a while." The raccoons exchanged hesitant glances. Then slowly, carefully, they followed Ollie, not quite believing his unexpected kindness. Inside Ollie's cozy cave, they shared the berries, warmed themselves by a small, friendly fire, and for the first time, truly felt safe. "Why?" one small raccoon finally whispered, his voice still shaky. "Why would you help us after how we treated you?" Ollie smiled warmly, his eyes full of understanding. "Because God forgives me when I make mistakes, and I want to be kind like that too," he explained simply. From that day on, the raccoons understood. They changed their ways and became Ollie's most loyal and best friends, sharing berries and laughter. And so, the Whispering Woods became a kinder, happier, and much more welcoming place for every creature. All thanks to Ollie's loving heart.
Morning kindness showing odd and do. For hearts that shine with faith and love. Bring joy to God in heaven above. When stars come